we're going to get Sascha Lowe on first. Make some noise, everybody. Please welcome Sascha Lowe.
Hello, everyone. Hi. So I'm Sascha, and I'm also 21. yeah. Carl was my ex. That's why he left. So I went on a gap year. Can't you tell? Yeah. To find myself. A boyfriend. Yeah. And on my mish to find a boyf, I realized something very fundamental about myself, which is that I have incredibly low standards. Yeah. And I think it's because I went to an all-girls school for 7 years, which means that my first crush either had to be my cousin or my dad. Yeah. He is hot though. Yeah, very low standards. If you so much as look at me, I'm yours, not you, Luke. Call me. No, don't. So my mum is American and my dad is Scottish. So yeah. Thank you. So you might be wondering, like, where I get my accent from. Private school. Yeah, that's why. But going to an all-girls private school also meant that I was raised to be a feminist who just really loves male attention. Yeah, I do. I love it. But I'd say I'm only an 8 out of 10 feminist because I do shave my armpits. And sometimes I do like to be objectified. Don't tell my dad. Yeah, but I've been feeling a bit low lately because I just can't stop thinking about world hunger. So I thought what we'd do to cheer me up is we'd see how feminist you are as an audience. It's Liverpool, I have low expectations. So I'm going to need 2 male volunteers. I volunteer you and I volunteer you. Thank you so much for volunteering. That's really sweet. So what were your names again? Sam? Ben. Boring names. Okay. So I'm going to call you man number 1, and I'm going to call you Tiger. Okay. Okay, so on a scale of 10, how feminist would you say that you are? Bear in mind your mother is watching. 10, okay. And what about you, man number 1? 10, okay. Starting strong. Unfortunately, you can't be above an 8 if you haven't had a period. So in light of that, 8 and 8. Okay, good. Well, all I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a series of scenarios, and you just need to choose which option you do in the scenario. Super easy, A or B. Okay, so, really easy. Scenario number 1, you're both construction workers. Okay. And you're construction working something. I don't know, I study philosophy. And a woman walks by you in a very skimpy dress, okay? Lots of cleavage. Yeah. Do you, A, continue your construction work? Think about how much you respect women. Or do you, B, shout at her nice titties, awooga? Okay. So man number 1, we're going to start with you. Which option would you choose? Option A. And which option would you choose, Tiger? Option A. Unfortunately. Oh, we've got a sexist in the room. Okay. I'll talk to you later. Well, you chose option A, but unfortunately option A has already been chosen. That is such a shame. So out of option B, which option would you choose? Option B, you'd shout at her, nice titties awooga. Okay. Well, scenario number 2, your chance to redeem yourself. You're both office workers, and you recently find out that your female colleague gets paid 70% of what you get paid to do the exact same job. Do you A, talk to your boss, try and fix this inequality? Or do you B, shout at her, nice titties awooga? Yeah. So we're going to start with you, man number 1 again. Option A, correct. That is the right answer. And which option? Oh, B. Right off the bat. Classic you at this point. And sorry, what exactly would you say to the young lady? Yeah. Find you a man who's not afraid to say titties. And okay, last scenario. You're both watching the famous feminist Malala Yousafzai do a speech on feminism. It's really important stuff. Do you A, watch and listen? Or do you B, grab her boobs? Okay. This time we're going to start with you, Tiger. Which option would you do? Option A, you'd watch and listen. And which option would you choose, man number 1? Option B. You squeeze her boobs, you go honk honk. Well, unfortunately, Malala Yousafzai is standing on the edge of a cliff and she is about to fall off. So by grabbing her boobs, you have saved her life. There is one more feminist in the world, and it's thanks to you, man number 1. And you, Tiger. By watching and listening, you let a feminist die. Yeah. So on a scale of 10 for feminism, I'd give you, Tiger, a Piers Morgan. And man number 1, I'd give you a 3, because you just did the right thing. It's not that hard. So if everyone wants to give a massive round of applause to me for coming up with that. Thank you. Settle down, you're obsessed with me. Okay, so let's talk about these heat waves, huh? Climate change, am I right? Yes, I am. Yeah, but I do love climate change, I really do, TBH, because when the whole world is flooding, I won't drown because I'm on the moral high ground. Laugh all you want, it's true. No, seriously. I've been going to a lot of the climate protests, and I actually came up with my own chant. So my chant goes, 1, 2, 3, 4, climate change should be no more. Such a good chant. I'm surprised you don't know it. Yeah, so I went to the protests, and I yelled 1, 2, 3, 4, and everyone there yelled, Boris is a fucking whore. Yeah, and to be honest, I don't agree. I don't think he's a whore because, who would pay? Yeah. That's so rude. That's so unlike me. Or is it? You don't know me. Yeah, so I've also become vegan in order to help climate change. And I recently saw a vegan YouTuber at a meet and greet, but they called it a no meet and greet. What those vegans lack in protein, they make up for in banter. Am I right? Yes, I am. Yeah. And also, at these protests, it was strange. There was actually a lot of marijuana floating about. And I've never personally done the hoochie. Yeah. But my daddy says, one day you're doing weed, and the next you're selling crack cocaine. And I do not want to work in retail. So I really don't. I have been informed that hoochie is not the technical term for it, though. So I thought I'd ask you, sir. Hello. You look like a stoner. What's your favorite slang for weed? Weed. Okay, Dad. Well, personally, I like to call it a crime. So that's fun. I have done magic mushrooms before though, right? Stuffed portobello, absolutely gorgeous. And I do cocaine regularly. Yeah. So you can find me on Instagram at Sascha Lowe, or you can find me in your dreams. Yeah. So clearly there's been a lot of laughter in my set, but also a lot of learning as well. So you're welcome.